So I was at home, and earlier today I did that muse check of my brain because I did feel calm. And sure enough, my brain waves were calm. And then I was on my computer, and then all of a sudden that grinding, painful, active brain feeling was there. It started up. It feels like it's like a circle, like grrr, my head just felt like it was grinding. So I put on the headband, and sure enough, it showed that my brain was all crazy active again. And I don't know what it was exactly, but I realized that a family member had just come home, and I don't want to blame family members or anything, but I just found it kind of interesting that I was fine, and then somebody comes home and my brain just starts going grrr. Though there's a chance that it was from sitting on the computer, but I'm not sure. It could be that too, because I started to read the document I made about the Synchronicity business thingamajig, so it could have been that too, which could be future stuff, and then the other part could be past stuff. I don't know. So I'll have to be aware and notice when it's not there, and then maybe when I'm by myself and calm, go on the computer to see if that's what starts it up, or if it is a certain family member. And I don't think it's a fault of theirs. I just feel like my brain's in this sensitive state where I kind of need to be by myself, but I'm not, or there's some kind of underlying thing there, and hopefully with the holotropic breath work I can resolve some of that. So I don't know if it's family, I don't know what it is exactly, but it was interesting that that's when it started exactly. But I also had just gotten on the computer. Though I was on the computer the other day for a couple hours because I had to do a few things, and it wasn't most comfortable either. So I do know that being on the computer isn't the greatest in these states. It's too much information, too much possibility. So it easily could have been that. But I'm going to see for sure somehow. And that's why I kind of like this Muse brain headband. And so what I did was I left, because I'm going to meet a friend for dinner, but I left earlier. And I drove and then put the headband on again, and it showed that the right side of my brain had calmed down on the AF point as well as the TP10, but on the left brain, the point hadn't quite calmed down. So maybe that's because I'm out and about and active and thinking like, where am I going to go, blah, blah, blah. So interesting to see that, because earlier today, my brain was really calm, and then it wasn't calm. So trying to find out what that's all about. And I was listening to Stan Groff's talk about holotropic states and things like that, and he mentioned set and setting for people doing psychedelics and things. And when I'm in a sort of psychedelic state, partly, which is calmed down by the medications, set and setting is important. And hospital set and setting isn't the greatest, but it's also, it has less stimulation and less familiar people for that time, which is nice. So if anything else, it doesn't feel like the process is completely stopped, but if anything else, I've learned a lot about going through this in non-hospital setting, but also not ideal setting. People not really understanding or not knowing to what extent it is bad. And I didn't really share that because I was trying to get through it, and I usually get through it quicker. At least I did in January, but being on the micronutrients, it went a lot longer, and it was very painful, and I think that was good. I think I learned a lot, which is always good. But, you know, if I'm learning that I need to be by myself right now, I don't know what to do. Yeah. But I guess it would be good to know if certain people do affect me right now for whatever reason, because that way I'll know, okay, well, I better continue to medicate myself to get through it, to cope with it. And, you know, maybe it'll show that people like me shouldn't necessarily be around family, because I feel like bipolar states of consciousness, we're not this consistent self anymore. We're states of consciousness which varies each day, and that's hard for people like parents to understand, I think. And then it's translated as mood or attitude or so many different things, and I guess that's why people say, you know, don't stigmatize my illness, but I'd rather have ideal setting than have to medicate myself more. Or, you know, it could just be showing that I should be on the computer less, and I'd rather be outside in nature more. But the thing is it's damn cold and it's snowing, so it's challenging to do that. So yeah, that was weird. I don't know. It was pretty strong, so I really don't know what that was from exactly. And if it is from family, it just means that when I'm in a crisis, it's not good to be around family. It doesn't mean that that's how it always is.